Mudlarking here with Nicole and Craig. It's a beautiful day today, a cold, crispy winter day, and we've come along to this part of the coast because we usually find some really lovely little gem pieces of sea glass, and I want to make some festive earrings, so let's see if we can find enough pieces to make them.
Well, we're just here and we've managed to clamber across the rocks, and you were just about to tread in what I think might be a really nice piece of glass.
Oh, okay.
Can you see what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, that looks like it might be like a uranium jadeite glass. It kind of has a glow to it, doesn't it?
You heard it here first, uranium jadeite glass. Now, I think Nicole's just made up a term there for this stuff. But it does look like it might be UV glass, and I can see why you call it jadeite. It's got that really kind of nice wee green tint, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean it could just be milk glass, but it does have a kind of tint. Let's have a look at it.
Let's turn it around, we'll see what it is.
Alright,
Oh, do you know what? It's flash glass, isn't it?
It is flash glass, yeah.
That's so cool.
It's like a little fishy. Look, I'll turn it. See, it's just a fishy shape.
Anybody else see the fishy?
Fishy,
It's Nicole seeing fishies again. Let's see if we can find a heart then.
Okay.
We'll take that and let's make sure that we do actually use that wee UV torch that we've got, and we'll see if this is UV.
Okay.
Now, it's all small bits so far, but do you know that first find I think is really cool. But what I'm seeing just now is a few greens, a wee jelly bean bit here.
Oh.
I think these wee jelly bean bits are really cute.
Yeah,
you see it?
that's very pretty. Yeah, very nicely
nice wee bit.
frosted. Perfect round shape there.
Okay, let's have that. Now, I think if I take camera back a wee bit here, what Nicole's going to show us that wee bit of glass. We might as well take a second to look at it. It's quite pretty.
It's bigger than I thought.
Yeah, oh, that's cool. Now, oh, I've lost it. I don't mean generally, I just mean a piece that a piece that I'd seen, or I thought I'd seen. Yeah, actually, just in there. Can you see that?
There's a bit of pottery in there. Yeah.
It looks like there might be a floral design on that as well.
Yeah, I'll put
it down.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, that's a wee bit of light on that. Oh, can I find it now? There we go.
Almost looks a little bit like majolica ware or something. It's very colourful, sort of pink and green. Reminds me of a flower.
Yeah, it's quite pretty, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know what though?
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to get a Christmas tree or a snowman stacker out of that.
No, not out of that. Let's go and see if we can find something more suitable then.
Okay, let's have that anyway. Quite weird, after all those stones, to find an area here where it's a wee bit sandy. Nice wee bit of sea glass in there. In fact, there's a couple here and they're quite nicely frosted. Really nice shapes. I'm not sure if Nicole's still doing the wave collection, but that's just the kind of piece that would be perfect for that. Now, if we go along a wee bit further, there's another wee gem there. Another beautiful wee shape. Not dissimilar size from that one there either. It's a nice wee pair of finds here. Take them both. Lovely.
Well, when you look at the waves, it certainly doesn't look like low tide is going to be in 10 minutes. It looks like high tide is coming in, but that's not the case. So we're just on the way to, like, around the corner, the cove around the corner here, and there isn't usually very much here, but I just spotted that huge chunk of sea foam and it's just glistening in the sun. Now from a distance it looks like it might be a bottleneck. It is a bottleneck. You can just see the curve there. Relatively freshly broken. I'll take that, seeing it's my first find. And let's see what else we can find. Well, it looks like the sea's been rather choppy, And there's a lot of seaweed here. It's covering most of the beach. You can probably see Craig in the distance. I think he's just found something. And well, I'm not going to look beneath the seaweed, but there's some beach left, and it's got loads of pebbles on it. So we can search all across this bit here. I think I see a tennis ball just there. I can see a few pieces of sea glass here. This one, green. There's a white piece just here, quite nicely frosted. They could be stacked. There's a bit of a clay here, probably from a ginger beer bottle. Not looking for that today. What's this though? Ah, it's not milk glass. Kind of looks like milk glass, but it's not. It seems like it might be some sort of tile, maybe. Leave that here as well. Another piece of sea foam. Nice drop shape. It's another piece that looks like a bit of a tile. I find it really useful if you are looking for clay marbles, and clay marbles have this kind of finish. So I used to just pick these bits up just to train my eyes. So wee tip there. Hopefully we'll find a clay marble today.
You know, it's quite incredible when you visit places like this. It's always worth having a wee look at the rocks. And here you can see that this used to be a beach. You can see where the ripples are there. I hope you can see that. I'm going to try and climb over these rocks. They're really slippy. But here you can see there's ripple fossils. It's the same kind of shapes and textures you could get on a beach nowadays after the tide's gone out. Now we're here and the tide's coming in, so we better crack on. See if we can find that glass that Nicole's looking for. So, it's not really a competition, it's just a choice of two pieces. So, Nicole just spotted something over here and was about to film it, so we'll take a look at that in just a second. Now, where Nicole was standing, casting shadows all over the place here. Where Nicole was standing was directly on top of something that I saw. And if I'm right, and I'm not sure that it's the right piece, I'm looking at this now and it's not that, it's that. Because Nicole trod on it on her way over here. And look at that.
Ooh,
that is a beautiful piece.
That is very
of
nice.
Green glass.
Yeah.
Now it's wonderfully frosted. It's really nice.
Perfect necklace, huh?
It looks it, doesn't it? It's a perfect pendant shape. It's really nicely frosted.
Yeah.
There's a couple of little pitted points on it, but generally speaking, that's a very, very nice piece.
That is very nice.
So we're going to pick that up, and then we're going to pop that down alongside the piece that Nicole saw. Where is that piece?
Okay, where is that piece? Oh, it's just there. It's just below the tide line.
Yeah. Remember what we said about tide lines, folks?
Yeah.
If you're looking for stuff, the tide lines are your friends. They are your little arrows to things. There's another piece over there. And it's quite a nice piece as well, I think. So pop that down there. Yeah. There we go. Now the piece that Nicole had pointed out is that really nice wee seafoam piece. We pop that down alongside it. Okay, there's that green piece, seafoam, and I think that's white. Yeah. All the colours of the Scottish coast right there. Do you know what though? Green piece is the best bit.
You think?
Oh yes, I think so.
It's
okay,
a very nice
let's
piece.
have them. Crunchy noises here. And another wee jelly bean. Still far too small for a stacker. Nice wee bit there though. Actually there's lots of nice sea glass here. Some of it might actually work for these stackers.
Yeah, that small white bit might work.
This one in the middle or this one?
The middle one looks a bit like it's seafoam, so it's the middle-sized piece.
But the middle-sized piece that isn't in the middle.
Yeah.
Nothing confusing about that at all. You know what though? Yeah, I just saw exactly that same piece, and it's really nice.
Yeah. That's perfect. Actually, that looks like a perfect earring to me.
I'm going to bring that out into the light. Looks like it's seafoam. I'll pop that alongside these pieces.
Oh, very nice selection.
It's just really nicely frosted glass you get here, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's all these little rocks. They act like a natural tumbler, really, for the glass. And make
a
it
very
nice and
slow tumbler.
Yeah.
I've heard it takes days, to tumble things using a glass tumbler.
Yeah.
But the sea takes decades.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think it takes at least 10 to 20 years to tumble a piece of glass from a broken bottle into a nicely frosted little gem.
There we go. 10 years, 20 years minimum. Now, just pointing the camera now at a piece that Nicole had found. It's not glass, but it's potentially quite nice. It's a nice wee piece of pottery down here. It's really well faded.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful. That's like a watercolour painting now. That's a really gorgeous piece. It looks like it might be the edge of a plate.
I think so, yeah, here.
Yeah, that one there with the geometric pattern.
I'm going to try and see if I can get a bit of shade in it, because then the camera's got a better chance of picking up that pattern that you're talking about there. So you can see on this side here, we reckon that's the edge of the plate. Some interesting features there. Maybe get a wee close-up of that, eh?
Yeah. It's a marble.
Well, Nicole's pointing, but if I'm honest, I'm going to take the camera away from Nicole's pointy finger to make it a wee bit harder. Now, with so many stones being around here, it's a wee bit of a challenge. So yeah, can you see it?
Yeah, it's the very round shaped object. It is a clay marble, so that's your hint.
Yep. Yeah, that's the thing, with there being lots of stones around here as well, it kind of hides in amongst them, but it's that irregular shape. But you know what, there's a wee trove down here, a wee hoard, you might say, not a real hoard.
Oh, it's a half marble!
Now, it is that kind of regular shape that'll give you a hint here, because it's very stone coloured. As Nicole mentioned, it's a clay marble. Do you know what? There's a wee hoard of things down here.
Oh.
Do you want to have a wee pick through and see what you fancy?
Alright, yeah, there's a white piece here. I'll put it on this chunky rock there.
Maybe you can grab that marble first.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a half marble.
But do you know what? That's really nicely softened.
Yeah, it is.
On both sides.
Yeah, that broke a long time ago. There's a lovely piece of seafoam here. Looks like a bottleneck. Perfect for you. Okay, well, I'll take these two pieces. I don't know, can you see any more?
Nice wee green bit there. I don't know what that is. I think that's a stone, but it's a really interesting
looks like lava.
feature there.
There's a not so frosted piece. There's another little piece here.
Not bad haul though for one wee space.
Yeah.
I think. Nice wee bit of flint there. We're not collecting flint, but still though, it's very pretty stuff.
Yeah, and there's this chunky piece here, but I think the star finds definitely that we have marble.
Okay, well, let's leave that chunky bit and we'll have the rest of it, eh?
Yeah. Oops. That bit. we just walk together and we'll pick up a couple of pieces. Lovely piece of transferware. Craft piece. That's a perfect piece. Okay, what else is here? We'll just have a look in this kind of small 1 square meter area. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's a lovely piece of milk glass. You can probably just see there's a bit of a sheen, like a, well, like a like a milky sheen on it. Really nice piece. Another piece of just this kind of clay. Oh, and little piece here. That one is nice. It's almost like a marble. That could be quite nice for a stacker. I think we'll leave that one here. Let's see what else is here. There's a green piece here. Okay, that's a people. This piece. Oh, a big limpet shell. Oops, nearly dropping my sea glass here. Seaweed that looks like a belt. Okay. Oh, there's another piece of sea glass. That's very nice. That's really nice. That could be a big stacker. See if you can see these two. Just need sort of them getting smaller in size, maybe. Very good. I'm hoping to find a coloured piece, maybe a red, I see. Okay. Do you ever find mussel shells and you think, oh, that's a lovely blue piece, and then it's a mussel shell? There's a tiny piece of green here, perfect for making a little bird's nest. Bird's nest pendants. Ah, what's hiding in the seaweed here? Oh, perfect little mermaid's tiara. Okay. Nice white piece. Oh, these are perfect for stackers. Look at this colour, nice range of colours. Oh, look, little blob piece. Let's go see what Craig's found.
Three bits and bobs in here. Oh, now I wonder. To me, just the tip of it, because that's all I can see just now. This wee bit in here. Oh, could that be? No, I don't think that's going to be any good for a stacker either. It's the wrong shape. Needs something a wee bit more symmetrical, I think. I'll take it along anyway. I'll see what Nicole makes of it. Now, something very interesting there. It reminds me of a kind of stone that my gran, I think it was called Tiger's Eye. It's found in Australia. It's just in here. Now, is it stone? No, it's not. It's a wee shell. Well, we'll leave that. Might be a beastie in there. Now, I had seen something around here that looked like it might be milk glass. Not entirely sure where it's gone. I found a really nice nugget of white glass there, just hidden in here. Oh, that's not a nugget of glass at all. That's a rather nice quartz, I think. Alongside a rather lovely piece of flint, I think. I'm not a geologist, so I'm never entirely sure what I'm finding. when it's these kinds of things. But they're very pretty. Now I'm going to leave those. We certainly can't make stackers from them. But there's a wee bit down here, and I've seen it again now. And I wonder if it's milked glass or not. This wee bit in here. Let's see. Pop that up here. Don't think it is. Pretty sure it's just pottery. Really nice wee bit though. There's a wee green. Is that green or is it blue? Now that looks sea foam to me. I reckon Nicole could drill that if she put her mind to it. In fact, I've seen her drill smaller. So I'll take that along, and even that wee bit of ceramic. You know, this is the kind of place where if you just sat down in one wee spot, you'd probably be quite happy for about half an hour, maybe even a bit longer. Either just checking out the varied pebbles that are here, finding wee bits of quartz and other kind of crystalline things, and all the wee bits of glass, pottery, and whatever else that's been left behind over time. People have used these coasts. Wee bits of ceramic like this. Not necessarily anything very fancy. Maybe just you know, the side of an old utilitarian jar or something like that. Kind of thing that Nicole would normally call a Victorian jam jar. What that looks like to me. Just up here then, beautiful wee crystalline structure. It's always something to find, always something to look at in amongst all these rocks. So many nice pieces here. I think that's a bit of milk glass. No, it's not. It's a bit of pottery actually, and small pieces of glass. Lots of small pieces. There's another bit of clay. If you want to find a clay marble, do pick these up. Oh, look at that. Perfect drop. Little tiny pieces. Another perfect drop. That looks like it's pottery. It's really smooth. It's like velvet. And there's a green piece here. Okay, there's another wee white piece. Just walking over to see how Nicole's getting on. Spotted a couple of wee gems in here. They're really wee though. Still going to have to do that competition where I challenge you to see how many times I say wee in any given video. It's quite a lot. There we go. Lovely wee bit there. I'll take that. Now just in amongst here, you can see just after I move this rock here, wee bit of glass here, wee bit of glass there, bit of glass there. Lovely wee seafoam piece here. Really nice wee colour. And then a bit of clear glass there. So I'll take maybe I think I'll leave that piece. It's far too shiny on that side. But I'll take this wee bit of sea foam. It's quite lovely, that one. Very nice. Everywhere you go, there's another beautiful piece of sea glass to find. This one's almost heart-shaped. And that looks like a potato. Maybe it's time for my lunch. Now, despite the time of year, we're really lucky today. The sun is shining, we're on the coast here, and although the wind's blowing, it's just glorious. It's really nice and warm. I don't think we've got many more warm days ahead of us, so you know, we're trying to take advantage of them when we can. Now, I've come down to this wee area, and I'm just going to see what I can pick up here. A wee piece of glass here, lots of tiny pieces in here. They must have been smashed against these rocks for I don't know how long. There's some bigger pieces as well. This green piece just over here. Pop that up. We'll take a closer look at these in a minute. But I just want to see how many really nice wee dinky bits I can find. Sorry, I'm just laughing at myself. They used to wee and dinky at the same time, eh? Now there's a tiny bit of blue in there, do you see that? That wee bit just in there, hiding off on the top of the camera. We'll have that. Not finding many blue pieces today, that's just a second. Then there's this lovely wee bit of, maybe it's seafoam, maybe just white. It's just a really nice wee piece of glass though. These tiny pieces are really lovely. And as you know, they tend to find themselves being used as little gifts. So if you buy something from the Etsy store, you'll often find a wee handful of gems like that in alongside your purchase as a wee thank you and a wee extra happy piece from the Scottish coast. That is not a tiny wee bit, but it is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. What beautiful shape. Gotta have that. So nicely frosted as well. Be very surprised if that doesn't end up on the end of a chain before long. There's a few more really nice pieces here. So I'll take just a second to slow down and have a wee look around here. Another really beautifully formed piece, and I think that really is a wee heart shape there. Maybe put it somewhere where you can see it better. Lovely. there, that piece in there. We'll take them and then we'll go over, see how Nicole's doing. But before we do that, I nearly missed that bit. I'll pop these down on a wee stone, take a look at them. And then we'll take a second, catch up with Nicole and see how she's been doing.
Now we are looking for roundish pieces that are flat, much like this piece here. This looks like the perfect candidate for a stacker, but I did spot a couple of other pieces. Oh, there's a white piece, a little mermaid's tear, quite a large white piece. And oh, there's lots of tiny pieces here. Look. A couple of lovely. There's an amber piece here. And there's a little white chunk. Where is it now? It's not this one. Ah, it's this one. Oh, and look at that. There. Was that a turquoise piece? Oh, that's nice. That's actually, oh, hang on, a flash glass piece. Now I hope you can see that. There's a white layer here, and then there's a turquoise layer here. Perfect little little pendant, or it could be like for a bracelet, jam for a bracelet. See that green piece there? That's a chunky wee piece. Look, it's almost heart-shaped. Oh, and another piece here. Oh, this is a seam here, a seam. Now that's a funny looking piece of pottery just among the seaweed there. It's always worth checking it out. Let's go see. Ah, it's a bit of a swing top stopper. See, it's always worth checking things out that look a bit funny, if they're kind of out of the ordinary. And it might be something that you're looking for, like a cool bit of a swing top stopper.
Well, the sun is starting to kind of turn now, so we're starting to get shade in the opposite direction. I'm going to catch up with Nicole and see how she's been doing. But before I do, it'd be a shame indeed, to leave this tiny wee bean. Is that a wee jelly bean? Wee sea foam jelly bean. Take some chewing though. Well, it looks like we've got a storm blowing in, so I'm going to get along to see Nicole finally, and we'll see how we're doing. The temptation is to keep looking, but I want to see how Nicole's doing because, as I just said, looks like it's about to get a bit stormy here. So, how are you doing?
Oh good, I found some really amazing pieces, just perfect for making those stackers and more.
Really?
Yeah, how have you been doing?
Well, I've been just shooting the breeze with the folks and checking out the beautiful scenery that we have here. I'm going to hand you a handful of what I've been finding. Okay. You know what, we're filming directly into the sun, so if all you can see is a shadow where Nicole is, I promise she is there, jazz hands and all. Okay, so I'm going to pass you what I've been finding. We'll take a quick look at that, then we'll take a look at what you've been finding, and I reckon it's about time we headed off to the car before we get soaked. What do you think?
There's a storm coming, you're right.
Looks like it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Do you know, I've been finding so many tiny pieces that I'm sure there's a few dozen wee bits that are still... Oh, hang on, here we go. Is it worth it though? Maybe not, I don't know. What do you reckon? There's some nice wee bits there. I think we should be able to get a a wee snowman stacker or so out of some of that stuff maybe?
Yeah, definitely. You've done really well. You found some amazing smooth pieces and tiny pieces for making some nests maybe, so that's really great. Okay, let's have a look at my best bits of the day.
You know, I don't know. I think there's some really nice wee bits in there.
Yeah, there's some lovely pieces in there. I'll point out my favourite bits. So it's this sort of teal coloured flash glass piece, this turquoise flash glass, this bit of a swing top stopper. This is a really amazing piece of opalescent glass. And I found this wishing stone that I want to give you.
A wishing stone?
Yeah. It's got 2 lines on it.
I'm dubious. I'm dubious about that wishing stone.
Oh!
Well, we'll see. We'll see if we can squeeze a wee wish out of that. Oh, I'm out of focus. There we go. I'm back in focus now. So what do you reckon? Do you reckon we've got enough then to make some stackers between what I've found and what you've got there?
Yeah, we certainly will. And I think there's some really, really lovely pieces for jewellery making there. So it's been a great day.
Well, that's us heading back off to the car now. We've filled our pockets with sea glass that's just perfect for those festive stackers, and it just remains for me to say thank you so much for watching, liking and commenting on the video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do take a second to subscribe. It really does help us. Also, a massive thanks to everyone for supporting this channel through Etsy and through Ko-fi. That, as I always say, is what keeps the lights on. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.